Okay, so I'm live, not in Google Hangouts, just with YouTube Live on my phone because I couldn't figure out how to do it otherwise. So let's see here if I can find something to see if I can look at chat or whatever, or if it's just on my phone. Here we go. Hey! Okay. You guys are like really quick. So, what I'm planning on doing is doing some eBay listing, chit-chatting, and whatnot while I'm listing some stuff on eBay. I left my shirts over there. So I have a bunch of shirts. That's my mannequin. She fell off. Where is she? Right there. Yeah. Anyways, my box is tumbled down and she fell. So, all right, let me get my shirts. I took all my pictures ahead of time. And so these are shirts that I had bought in a large lot. It was somebody who had a storage unit, and they had a lot of clothes. They bought the storage unit, and they had a lot of clothes, and they didn't want to deal with the clothes. So I contacted them, and I purchased all the clothes super cheap. I listed a bunch of stuff. I tried to sell these as a lot. It didn't work. So now I am going to try to just make my screen here so I can see both sides. I'm just listing them on auction, and I'm going to see if it works that way. And then I just need to so I'm kind of like making my screen go in half so that I can see the YouTube chat and my eBay stuff. Here we go. Oh, come on. Work with me here, eBay. So, here we go. Perfect. So, I have this here. Where's my YouTube thing? There we go. I have both. So I can, actually, I'm going to put it on this side, and let's see where I can see the chat. I'll have to figure this out. Anyways, so I'm going to, there we go, just do it that way. So I have like half screen here so I can see the chat and do some listings. So what I'm doing is, I've done like 15 so far, and right now I have a bunch more. So I actually first I did everything in Sizely, and that worked out really well. I actually do the measurements, and then I put them in Sizely under, there's like a template for the shirt, and I use that, and then I just label it really quickly, and it takes me maybe 30 seconds or so. It doesn't take long at all. And then I just save it, and it's in my download folder. And when I go to do my listing, like now I've listed a bunch of shirts, so this is just going to be sell similar or create similar. So I just changed in the title, I just changed the name of, like, this is a Joseph and Feiss. So I just put the name of the shirt and the brand, I should say, because it's the listing says the brand name, button-up long sleeve men's shirt, and then the color and the size. So all I have to do is change the brand and the color and the size in the title. So this is, I call this burgundy or maroon, and then this is like a 16 and a half. Yeah, 16 and a half, 32, 33. So we'll just put that one in there. I tried desperately with the Google Hangouts, and I couldn't figure out how to. I got it all set up on my phone, and it was on the computer, but I couldn't figure out how to actually start it. It just said waiting for me on YouTube, and that's all I could get. I couldn't get it to actually start. So I figured I would just try this. The other thing I do when I list stuff, I use the custom label SKU, and my boxes are listed as, let me just get I'll print one out and show you how I do it. I have these things that I stick on my boxes, and they're just simply the things that you put in the binder, page protectors. Some of them are cut on the bottom, so I just put tape on the bottom, like double-sided crafting tape. And then I put the name of the box. So the boxes are just labeled by the date. So actually I'm still working on a couple days ago. So it's the year first, 18, the month -11, the day -6, and then the box number. So I'm on box number 2. So that's basically how I, and actually I'm just going to print one out so I can show you what it looks like. That's basically how I do that, custom label things. And this way, when I sell something, I look at the custom label, and I can go downstairs to where my boxes are, and I just look at like 11, 6, 01 or 02 or whatever it is, whatever box I'm looking for. Makes it really easy, and it's a good way for me to keep track of my stuff. And again, since I started this new inventory system, I've not lost track of anything. It's really awesome. So I'm just printing that out. I'm just going to close that. Hopefully it'll print. My printer has been delayed. Where are we? There it comes. Alright, so that I put in my custom SKU, and then I use the banker's boxes, and so it comes right off my printer. I had one for box 1 and box 2 for that date. And I didn't change the date because I had started listing a few things on the 6th, and I just kept the same date because I didn't want a couple of things in a box. So, you know, even if I'm a couple days behind, this way I can go back and look at it. When it's like a month, I can go back and say, okay, I'm going to look at all my custom SKUs from a month ago, and it'll be easy for me to like end the listings and restart them to keep my inventory fresh and things like that on eBay. So I just stick it in here, and then I'm just going to stick this on the banker's box with all my stuff in it, and it works out very well. So now I'm just going to switch out my pictures on this listing here, and my pictures upload automatically from my phone, so that's a really good thing. My husband is a computer geek guy. He was a software engineer, so he has his own server and all that stuff. So my pictures go right from my phone to our server, and then when I add the pictures, I just go right to the server, and they're right in my folder, Sue's Uploads, because, you know, Jack has other folders too. We have like a bunch of folders in there, and this way I can find them super easy. And let me just see. Yeah, super easy. And so here I found the pictures for this. I only took 4 or 5 pictures of each of these, and that's all I really needed. So, and then I go to add another photo, which is the Sizely photo. And that's in my download folder. And I name it, what I do is I just name it the brand, the size, and the color of the shirt. Well, it goes the brand, the color, and the size. And this way it's very easy for me to just go on, click that exact one. I don't have to mess with it. And then I put in my description on my eBay, I put, please see picture for detailed measurements. So that works out really well. The download pictures sometimes take a while. So I'm waiting for that to come up. And ordinarily, if I'm not talking and stuff, when I just sell similar with all these, because they're all button-down dress shirts, I can do a listing in maybe 2 minutes, maybe, only because everything's already there. All I'm doing is changing the brand, changing a couple things in the description, and that's it. Uploading the pictures, and it goes really, really quick. So I had about 40 or 50 of these shirts to list, and what happens is I have a steamer, and I steam everything. But I have a professional one, and I got it on Facebook, and so it goes super quick. It takes me maybe a minute, less than a minute, to steam stuff, unless it's like super bad. And so when I'm steaming, the nice thing is that that's when I see flaws. So that works out really, really well for me. Just in case, when I've looked at it, I can't see it. Sure enough, when I'm steaming it, because I'm close enough, and there's a little flaw. And anything with flaws, I'm not even dealing with, because I have so much stuff to list. I'm just putting it in the donation pile. So it works well for me to do it that way. So anyways, so I'm just, what I do is, when I bring up my picture, I just go in through eBay, and I just crop the picture to make it look a little closer, and it just goes really quick to do that. So yeah, so right now, my daughter just got married on Saturday, which was awesome. It was a beautiful wedding. It was in Maine, and the place that she got married was overlooking the beach. It was so windy. They could not have the service outside because it was too windy. But we did go to the Neville Lighthouse to take pictures. Oh my gosh, what a fiasco that was. Our hair, forget it. It was gone. Our hair was totally gone. There was like no going back from that, that's for sure. It was funny though. And we had taken a trolley from the hotel to the place to take pictures, and this was before the service, and so ended up we got to the service and our hair was just, but all of us were the same way, so it was okay. There was like 30 to 40 mile an hour winds right on the ocean. It was so windy. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. And we I had a dress that had like a cape thing over it. It was like a sheer cape. The cape went right over my head, and the photographer got it just as it was doing that. Oh my gosh, we were laughing so hard. Oh, it was hysterical. He's like, I got that one, that's a blooper. Oh man. So yeah, it was too funny. So then after that, since we got back on Sunday, so we were gone from Friday to Sunday, and my husband's cousin found out he has cancer, and he has a lot of things going on, and he actually got evicted from his apartment, so he's actually staying with us for a little bit, kind of in limbo with what's going to go on with that. So we're just helping him out with appointments and stuff for now until he gets the final diagnosis and everything. And yeah, so there's it's like, you know, we get over one thing and there's always something else that comes up again. But what are you going to do? You know, you got to go with the flow. So, and we're waiting. Jack's had all his tests, and he's waiting to have a biopsy after Christmas. And that will be the final thing before they do either surgery or whatever else to remove the prostate. And that's the only place the cancer is right now. So that is going really well. So, like I said, we're just kind of waiting for that kind of stuff. And so it's like ups and downs, but overall, you know, Jack's doing, there we go. Jack's doing much better. Things are looking up. And I'm just making sure I got this right. Yeah, so these are all auction, starting at $5.99. If I get $5.99, that's okay. I just want to get rid of them. So then I just put them off to the side, and I have one of those folder things for shirts and clothes. So after I've done a bunch, I'll just take them to the folder and fold them up and put them in bags that I seal. And the shirts look really awesome and nice for shipment, and they're all ready for shipment, so it's really cool. So hello. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, the the shirt folders are awesome. I actually found them, I found one in the bins when I was in Pennsylvania, and then the other one, we actually have two of them, a bigger one and a smaller one, that we found at a yard sale in, locally, in the next town over, like about a month or so ago. It was a, animal shelter that they were doing a yard sale thing, and we got lots. We went on the second day, and it was like fill a bag for $3. And when they said fill a bag, they really meant fill a big box at that point for $3. And we had 3 huge boxes full of stuff, and we paid $9 for it. So it was really cool. And that was the shirt folders was one of the things that we got. So I already had one, but now we have one in the bedroom, and I have one in here. So because my husband has like 300 t-shirts. And so they're all folded with the flip fold. That's what it's called. So anyways, yeah. So I'm glad you guys stopped by. The truth, I need to know what your name is. I know I saw you on Alma's thing, and I'm not sure if I caught your name. Same with her. I just have to like remember people's names. I'm so bad with names. But anyways, so like I said, I'm listing shirts, just doing sell similar, or create similar actually, because they're brand new listings. And it just goes super, super quick. So this is blue stripe. David, thanks. Well, that's easy, because Thrifty Dad is David, and you're David, so, and my brother's David. So I'll remember that. Yeah, so anyways, got papers on my desk. So I just thought I'd come on for a little bit before, I know Wade's Ventures, he goes live at like 9 o'clock, I think it is. So I just figured I'd come on. I tried to do Google Hangouts from my phone, and it was set up right, but I couldn't get it to start. I'm a little bit computer savvy, pretty computer savvy, but not with like specific stuff like that. I did it through YouTube. I did everything right. I just couldn't get it to actually, I didn't know. I was sitting here looking at my phone. I could see myself, and I saw it on YouTube. It says waiting for Scrap Happy Thrifter. I didn't know how to start it. I'm a dope. I was watching like a bunch of videos. I just could not find it anywhere, because I really wanted to do a hangout if anybody wanted to come in with me, and I was challenged. I couldn't figure it out. So Anyways, I said, you know what, I really want to go live. I haven't gone live in a really long time. I haven't done videos in a really long time. My videos primarily in the past have been scrapbook videos or thrifting videos, not thrifting, but dumpster dive videos. My channel started out with scrapbooking and destashing and things like that. And it has since, sorry, I just have to check that. Okay. It has since changed because I am no longer scrapbooking and crafting. I do a little bit of crafting. I did some for my daughter's wedding and stuff, but I have really bad arthritis, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I ended up selling all my scrapbook stuff. I did really, really well. And I'm trying to delete my old pictures. Here we go. And so this channel did start out with scrapbooking and crafting, and now it's reselling. So I really want to start doing more reselling type videos. I just haven't had the oomph. There's been so much going on. So I figure I'm just going to jump in and start, did this live video. I'm going to figure out how to do the Google Hangout thing. And go from there. So, but you gotta, I just gotta jump back in. I mean, I have like a ton of videos, old videos, for this scrapbooking, crafting, and, I did a lot of dumpster diving in the past, and, did a lot of destashing, and so, I just really want to get back into bringing my YouTube channel back up again with reselling. So that's what I'm trying to do. So here I'm just pulling up my Sizely, because I was saying before that I use Sizely for my measurements, and I just save it, and when I bring in my pictures, I just bring in the picture of the Sizely thing, and then all my pictures go from my phone to our server. So it's so easy. I don't even have to do anything. Sometimes I have to push them to go, but most of the time I take the pictures. By the time I'm sitting at the computer, the pictures are already uploaded on the server. So it works out really, really well. That's because my husband is in charge of computer stuff. He was a software engineer before. And so he's got servers and millions of terabytes, and can't say gigabytes anymore because it's like terabytes and whatever else there is. So anyways, yeah, it's nice to have a computer geek in the house, let me tell you. And he's taught me a lot. I know a lot of stuff, a lot more now than I ever did before. So that's really, really helpful. So it works out well. Like my printer wasn't working before, and I was like, why isn't my printer working? So I realized that some boxes had to come tumbling down, and that's where my printer is plugged in. On the other side of the room, even though my printer is here, the cable goes all the way around the back of the room. So it's like, let me figure out how to diagnose this. What can I do? Oh, let me check the connection. Check the connection on the printer. Go over there. Sure enough, it was kind of half hanging out of the wall. So kind of did my own little diagnosing thing there. That's very trivial, but I would have been like, Jack, help me. So, anywho, that's what's going on with that. And so I'm just trying to get up the rest of these shirts here listed. I have about, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 left. And if I wouldn't be chatting, I would be able to get them all done quickly. But I'm chatting, doing a little bit of both. So anyways, there's that. So I just, when I upload the pictures in eBay, I just go in and crop like the main pictures just so that there's not so much background and stuff. It works for me. Nothing fancy, nothing special. It just works for me. So Anywho, so that's what I'm doing now. And save that. Take a little drink of my soda. There we go. Alright, so this one's almost done. And put that in there. Every once in a while, I upload the pictures and they don't go in the right order because I like to have my main picture first. And I'll finish the listing and I'll realize, I'll look at the picture and it's like the Sizely picture is my primary picture. It's like, oops, gotta go change that. So, but I haven't been listing much lately because of everything going on with the wedding and stuff like that. So I gotta start really, start listing a lot again. And my eBay sales have been really slow, and that's because I haven't been listing. So I got someone who made me an offer today on something that I didn't have an offer. It was on sale. It was on sale for it was regular $29.99. Had it at 35% off, so it was like 19 something or whatever. And they asked me if I would take 15 with reduced shipping. So I said, I'll take 15, that's okay, but I'm not going to reduce the shipping. So so they said okay. So I changed the price, buy it now, and sent them the information. It's all done, it's ready, you can buy it. I haven't bought it yet. It's like, what's up with that? So frustrating. Alright, so this one's done. Boom. So I'll put that aside and I'll take them all later. And I will do the flip fold thing and get them all folded. So that's what I will do. Yeah, I got like, oh my gosh, so much stuff from, it was like 12 boxes of stuff from this person that had bought out a storage unit, didn't want to close. And some of the stuff I donated right off, but for the price that I paid, I actually I figured it out, and it was, for the amount of items in there, I think it was like 20 cents an item is what it came out to be. The boxes were just full. So that's why whenever I find a flaw on these or whatever, I just put them in the donation pile, unless it's a big flaw. But some of them are just like really little flaws. But I just don't want to have to worry about it for listing it, or for, it's just not worth it. So some of the shirts I listed for, higher prices, and I've sold some. Like I had some really good brands. Most of them are good brands, but really nice Brooks Brothers and stuff like that. And so I've sold a bunch of those at like, $20, $25, some of them. And these are just, I do have some really good brands in this, but a lot of them are like mall brands like Gap and Abercrombie and Fitch and American Eagle. I also have some Ralph Lauren and stuff like that, but I'm just doing them at auction, starting at $5.99, just to see if I can boost my sales a little bit and just get a bunch of them sold. And even if I sell them for $5.99, I'm totally okay with it. Yeah. So that's that. And like I said, I really needed, I haven't had really any sales for several days. So it is what it is. It's not like a huge deal, but I would like to have some sales. So, I keep hitting delete on these pictures and they're not deleting. I don't know why. They keep moving, but they're not. The delete button. Oh, I know, it says saving. Come on, delete picture. I don't want to rearrange. I want to delete. There we go. I don't know why. My mouse is like, not working. There we go. Wasn't working well. Alright, so this is Perry Ellis. And yeah, most of the clothes that I got from that stuff was just like really, really good condition, really good stuff. So, and I've been going through. I went through a lot of the stuff like behind the white over there. I have IKEA shelves, and I actually went through. That was all stuff to list, and I've gone through it, and all the boxes on the top. I went through those too, and I've pulled everything out, and kind of like quickly looked things up if I had to, and I've probably halved, like I have half of what I did have before, because um, I yeah. So anyways, sorry, I just saw like a little thing come up. So I have like half of the stuff that I had. You know, I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff that I've had for a long time that either isn't, you know, I'm realizing it's just really not sellable or whatever. So, anyways, I'm actually going to, sorry, I'm reading my messages. I'm actually going to get going because I know a couple other people are going to be going on live pretty soon, but I just kind of wanted to do it for a little bit. And thanks for everybody that came in and said hi, and for the watchers and for the views. So thumbs up, and I will be back with more videos coming up in the near future. Bye everyone. Thanks.